Morning everyone. Welcome to YouTube channel. So we will be discussing today a important topic of 10th class, that is fifth chapter, periodic table. So in this we have discussed earlier the earlier efforts done by some scientists, some chemists to classify the elements into different categories, different groups. That was firstly we have discussed Dornier's law of triads, and then the Newland's law of octaves. And remarkable classification was done by Mendeleev. We have discussed in the earlier worksheet number 44. You can see the video on the channel, that how Mendeleev classified the elements on which basis, and law of Mendeleev which was given by Mendeleev to classify the elements and justify the classification. After that, now we will come to the merits of Mendeleev's periodic table and limitations of Mendeleev's periodic table, which lead us to discover a new periodic table which is known as modern periodic table and also modern periodic law. As 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 per the discoveries and inventions take place, so new methods have been developed. Present days, the elements are almost double the number that was at the time of Mendeleev. So, not wasting the time, we come to the, this is worksheet, actually worksheet 45 for class 10. Important topic it is, because every year 2-3 marks questions come from these. I will also make a video for sample paper which CBSE have given, how many marks for which question, which type of questions. You can see that if you subscribe and press the bell icon, notification icon, to see the further videos. So first we will discuss the achievements of Mendeleev's periodic table and then limitations of Mendeleev classification. As you all know, you can see in the previous videos, the Mendeleev arranged 63 elements, because at that time 63 elements were known at his times. At the time in the periodic table, according to Mendeleev, the properties of elements are, this is Mendeleev's periodic law. If anyone asks you what is Mendeleev's periodic law, Mendeleev has classified the elements on the basis of their hydrides and oxides found by them into different rows and columns. The columns were known as, the columns, vertical columns are known as groups, and horizontal columns are known as periods. The horizontal rows are known as periods. And when he classified the elements on the basis of their chemical properties and arranged them, he found that they were also arranged in the increasing order of atomic masses. So he gave the law that properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses, because after some certain time, a certain interval, the elements with same chemical properties appear in the same group. So now you have reached that. Now see what were achievements of Mendeleev's periodic table. Mendeleev kept some blank spaces in the periodic table for the elements that were yet to be discovered. Mendeleev has kept some blank spaces in the periodic table because he abruptly, like Newland, he hadn't put the two elements in the same group or same box, and also he has not put the elements in any order. He has left, if there is no element to be put which has same properties as the element above it, so he has left the space blank. He hasn't put the element as it is according to atomic mass. He has seen the properties also. If there is no element to be put in the box, he has left the space blank. And he predicted the element that at this time there is no element which matches the properties of the element preceding it or above it or below it. So he left the blank spaces, and also predicted that some elements will be discovered later on which will meet these criteria. So he named them as Eka boron. Below the boron he has kept the space Eka aluminium and Eka silicon. Eka means similar to. So later on they were discovered Eka boron, which was known as in Mendeleev's periodic table Eka boron. So later it was discovered as scandium. Eka aluminium was discovered gallium, and Eka silicon, which he has called, it was discovered as germanium. He also predicted the properties of some elements even before their discovery, and they were later found to be correct. On the basis of his research, he has also predicted the properties of elements, that these will be the properties, and later on when discovered, their properties were same. Let us see one example. Eka aluminium. Eka aluminium, it's which is actually gallium. At that time it was not discovered, so he left the blank space according to properties. He told that atomic mass will be 68, so it was around actually 69.7, so approximately almost same. Formula he has given, it will be E2O3 on the basis of aluminium, which was above it. And when atom was discovered, the element was discovered, it was actually similar. He has given formula for chloride of the Eka aluminium, that is gallium. Now we know that its chloride is GaCl3. So it was his achievement that he has predicted the properties and elements which was not discovered at that time and left blank space for them. Mendeleev's periodic table could accommodate novel gases when they were discovered, because at that time, at his time, novel gases were not discovered, but after later on when they were discovered, so they were given the last position without disturbing the table. Mendeleev took the formula of oxide and hydrides of the element as their basic property and then classified the periodic table, not on the basis of only atomic mass. Next is limitation. What was limitations of Mendeleev? Mendeleev could not assign a correct position of hydrogen in his periodic table, as properties of hydrogen resemble both with alkali metals as well as halogens. Because you all know hydrogen has one electron, its atomic number is 1, so its outer period, its first shell contains one electron, so it tend to gain one electron. If it gains one electron, you know it will have -1 charge, that will be hydride, and if it loses one electron, then its charge will be H plus. So it behaves both as a alkali metal and both has halogens. Halogens like chlorine, Cl minus, iodine, I minus. So H, hydrogen behaves like both like halogens and also like metals. For example, sodium. So it behaves like both of these. So you can easily see that what I am asking you, telling you. So it is okay. Now second limitation. First limitation is cannot assign the exact position to the hydrogen, because hydrogen has properties of both. So why it should be kept only on one side? See here, hydrogen form HCl, similarly metal form NaCl, sodium. So it has resemblance to metals, alkali metals as well as non-metals. Like halogens, it also exists in diatomic form, like chlorine, it exists in Cl2, hydrogen exists in form H2. So it is also like halogens. So the position of hydrogen is not clear in the Mendeleev's periodic table. Also the isotopes of same element will be given different position, because what are isotopes? If you remember, you have learned in 9th, isotopes are the atoms of same element having different atomic masses but same atomic number. These are isotopes. For example, hydrogen has 3 isotopes, H 1 2 1 1 1 2 and 1 3. So their atomic number is same, they are belong to same element hydrogen, but their atomic masses are different. Why? Because number of neutron is different. Because atomic number is same, then number of proton is same, but number of neutron is different, so their mass number is different. So these are isotopes. So these will occupy three different positions, because in Mendeleev periodic table atomic mass was the base. So if we keep the atomic mass as base, then hydrogen will be given three positions. The one with one atomic mass will be kept first, then with two atomic mass, then with three atomic mass. So this is the problem. Similarly, many isotopes are there. You know the carbon has two isotopes, carbon with 12 atomic mass, carbon with 14 atomic mass. Though the atomic number is same, but atomic mass is different. So it has to be given two different positions. So it is a limitation of Mendeleev's periodic table. Similarly, atomic mass do not increase in a regular manner from going to one element to another. Sometimes the atomic mass increases manifold, sometimes it does not increase manifold. For example, the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, and after that the atomic mass of helium approximately 4, after that approximately 6.9 of lithium. So atomic mass is not a regular increase, it is not a regular entity increase. So therefore, so it was not possible to predict how many elements could be discovered between two elements. For example, if we take atomic mass, atomic number as the basis, then hydrogen has one atomic number, helium has two atomic number, lithium has three atomic number. So you can easily predict that there will be no element in between them, because the fractional there this is number of electron or proton, and number of electron and proton cannot be in fraction. So number of proton 1, number of proton 2, number of proton 3, or number of electron 1, 2, 3, so no element can come in between them. But if you go by atomic mass, then its atomic mass is 1, and also it exists in three different atomic masses, 1, 2 and 3. So it causes confusion. So basically there was a problem in taking atomic mass. That will be discussed in further worksheets and videos. Now here is question, who is known as father of periodic table? So father of periodic table basically is Mendeleev, because he has, so Mendeleev is known as father of periodic table. Which important property did he use to classify the elements in his periodic table? He used the chemical properties and the elements making compounds with hydrogen and oxygen. Chemical properties of elements. On the basis of that, he classified elements in his periodic table. Mendeleev kept some blank spaces in periodic table for elements that were yet to be discovered. Name those elements and what were the names given. So he has given the name according to the element above it. So after boron, Eka boron, after aluminium, Eka aluminium, after silicon, Eka silicon. So in the same group, if it is here it is aluminium, then after that he is given the blank space, because he couldn't find that element at that time. There was no element to fill that blank space, so he given the name Eka boron, Eka aluminium, Eka silicon. That was the name given by Mendeleev. Later on, when they discovered these elements, now we know now them as scandium, gallium and germanium. So you can write this. Write the achievements of Mendeleev periodic table. The achievements were, he has not abruptly write elements and at any place. If there is no element to be put in the box, he has kept the blank spaces, which later on encouraged, or later on the scientists discovered those elements on the basis of properties given by Mendeleev. So he led to the discovery of new elements by his periodic table. Also, the properties he predicted before the discovery of elements were exactly the same as when those elements were discovered. Modern periodic table could accommodate novel gases. That was a very good achievement, that the periodic table has spaces for novel gases. So it is the achievement. Then limitations of Mendeleev. The position of hydrogen is not clear because hydrogen act as both metals and as well as non-metals. In non-metal it act like halogens, and if we see metals it act like alkali metals, first group metals. So the position of hydrogen is not clear why it isn't kept in a another position. The isotope of same element which was having different atomic masses have to be given different positions because the basis of periodic table of Mendeleev was atomic mass. So how can we give a element three positions like hydrogen? It has to be given three positions. The atomic mass 1, 2, 3. Carbon has to be given two positions, 12 and 14 atomic mass. So one element existing in many positions, it was difficult. And also atomic mass do not increase in regular manner, so we cannot predict that there would be no elements in between those elements. So it was the limitations. Mendeleev could not assign a correct position of hydrogen in his periodic table. Why? Because hydrogen has one electron in last shell, so it can lose as well as gain the electron to form H plus ion or H minus ion. If it forms H plus ion, it behaves like alkali metals, as for example given here, because it combines with sulfur to form H2S, like sodium combines with sulfur to form Na2S. So it behaves like alkali metals as well as halogens. Halogens like chlorine. So chlorine forms Cl2 by sharing electrons. Similarly, hydrogen forms H2 by sharing electron with itself. Also, hydrogen forms covalent compounds with carbon, whereas non-metals do not combine with carbon to form covalent compounds. So it also behaves like halogens as well as. So you can write the answer. Mendeleev could not assign a correct position of hydrogen because it resembles with both alkali metals and halogens. So its position cannot be justified in Mendeleev's periodic table. So keep studying, keep watching the videos, keep doing the worksheets yourself, and also comment on the videos for any doubts, any problems. You can comment in the videos after watching the full video, and also subscribe and share to your friends, because if you share your knowledge then it will increase. If you keep your knowledge to yourself then it will deteriorate.